Sharks. My name is Mika Bertoldo. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm seeking $150,000 for 10% equity in my company. Have you ever been wearing one of those one-size-fits-all headbands that squeezes the bejesus out of your head and then gives you a throbbing headache? A one-size, truly fits-all, fully adjustable, handmade headband that can be styled countless of different ways. With our patent-pending design, ooakshell allows you to adjust the tightness to your comfort level using our signature ring. Creating with your customized ooakshell has never been easier. Simply take the end of your headband, flip it through these ooakshell rings, over and down, and that allows you to adjust the tightness to your comfort level. Tighten it until it feels comfy and cozy without any of that unwanted tension. Take a look at my lovely model.
Oh my God. What are you doing with the little tail?
I'm so glad you asked. You tuck the tail in the back, and from there, you're good to go.
Oh, you put the ring in the front?
You can do it however you like. The possibilities are truly endless. Want to switch up the style? Braid it, twist it, knot it, gosh darn it, you can even wear it as a face mask. Sharks, I'm crushing this, and it's just little old me. And that's why I need one of you on board so we can pound these out. So tell me, Sharks, which one of you wants to wrap your head around my headbands and bring ooakshell to the world?
Great job.
All right, so ding ding, great presentation. I love the simplicity of it, right? And it makes me wonder, like, well, I mean, what's the deal with the ring? Like, is it just a metal ring? What goes into that, and is it patentable? I don't know. Maybe the specific size of the ring for the headband. I mean, I personally never worn a headband before, so I'm not 100% sure on that. So I think it's neat. We'll see what kind of numbers Mika is pushing. It sounds like she's doing a lot of business and excited to talk about her numbers. And the ooakshell with two O's. I wonder if there's like a meaning behind that. Is like the O have something to do with the ring that you use for the headband? They look nice. Mark looks wonderful, fabulous. In his headband there. So I'm open to see what she has to offer.
What does that sell for?
The price is $35.
Whoa.
And what does it cost to make?
$1.64.
Ooh la la. Margins.
Love those margins.
Tell us about you.
I'm actually a first-generation American, so my parents believed that education was the most important. And my mom used to whisper in my ear, like, you're going to be a doctor. You're going to be a doctor. And then one day I woke up and I was like, I want to be a doctor. But unfortunately, I didn't realize that I didn't want to be a doctor until about 2 quarters before I graduated college. And I finished graduating with my bachelor's of science in biology.
Where'd you go to school?
UCSD. That's where I met my husband, my now husband. And we had a baby and got married. And having a baby is not cheap, especially when you're a bartender. So I made the really difficult decision to move back with my mom.
With your husband?
With my husband.
Wow.
And I was living at home with my mom. After my second child, I was losing my hair, like, not as bad as Mr. Wonderful.
Exactly the same happened to me. Yeah,
Right?
like terrible alopecia.
Postpartum hair loss so bad. I was so self-conscious of like when I put my hair up. So I knew that regular headbands didn't work for me because I have a really large 5 head. So I had to play around with a bunch of different designs. I went to the fabric store, spent a couple bucks on fabric, and I eventually came out with this design that you see here.
Because for real.
All right, so that great story. Look, humbling up and moving back with your parents, that's not easy, right? And good on her for recognizing, because a lot of people never recognize. In fact, I was just talking to who was I talking to? I forget who it is. But we were talking, and it came up the conversation of like how many people are actually doing what they set out to do in life and actually enjoy the work that they do. And it's probably a very surprisingly low number. But if you wanted to see a bunch of people that are doing what they love, you should go and check out my podcast over at joepardo.com. where you can check out all these like literally hundreds of episodes with people from all over the world doing incredible things, where they are living out their dreams and making a world a happier, better place around them in the process. It's something I've done for the last 8 years with these interviews. So go and check that out. But so awesome for Mika to be able to do that and crank these out at like $1. I missed the cents, but the dollar something, and turning around and selling them for $35. Now, I'm super curious as to what kind of competition she's up against, because I find it really hard to believe she's the only one that it's figured out that you can just loop a piece of fabric through a ring and like all like straps do the same thing, right? It's all tension based.
Are you crushing it? You said that
I'm crushing it.
Tell us about that.
My first full year of sales, $12,000.
Okay,
yay!
That's not that exciting.
Well,
come on, excite us.
What year was that?
2019.
I bet it gets
What
better.
happened in 2020?
My 2020 sales are $245,000.
Better.
That's a nice bump from 12,000.
Yeah.
So 2021 year to date.
$386,000.
So you had a nice rise. What were you doing to get the sales?
So I am actually doing everything 100% myself. I go buy the fabric, I cut it, I dye it, I sew it, I package it.
You do?
I do everything. I'm the only employee. I don't have any help with this.
And you're making some big time bucks, aren't you?
Yeah.
In my pocket.
Just so people understand, right? This costs you $1. What to make each one? $1.64.
Yes.
I'm glad
You're selling it for $35. So your margins are 90+%.
Yes.
And you did $386,000 in sales. So you made a good $350,000 off of this that you put.
There's no cost. Did you, or are you spending a ton on marketing?
Nope, I spend $0 on marketing.
How are you selling it then?
selling it
How
then?
are you getting your customers?
I'm doing my own social media marketing. Like, it's
Good.
the biggest ways that I attained my customers was there's this bag company that I was obsessed with. And so I would take pictures of me with a bag and my headband, and I would wait for someone to ask me where I got it from. And if nobody asked me where I got it from, I would be like, message my friend like, hey, can you ask me where my headband's from? Like,
That's great.
so that's how people started finding out about me.
And each one of these.
I love that. Look, I've been a part of things like that where you have somebody else spark the conversation for you, get it going, and like people get like FOMO, like, oh, somebody's asking, and all that. It kind of gets so like good on Mika for having the foresight to like do something that helps her stand out. And I don't know if I would say it's like trend jacking. But utilizing something else to get the attention that you need to bring to the thing that you actually want them to pay attention to. Very smart. Ding. That is absolutely ding worthy. Super happy that she figured that out.
This is unique, is what you're saying.
Yeah, everything's one of a kind, hand painted. The one on
So
your head
you
is
don't.
hand
So
painted.
what if I wanted to buy this one for me and 5 people I know?
You
Can't I
can't.
duplicate it?
You can't buy it because I'm always sold out.
That's why you can sell them for $35, right? Because you say each one is unique.
Each one is unique.
And you probably have some you've sold for more.
Oh my gosh, I have a buy, sell, trade Facebook group, and one sold for $165.
Why was that?
Because it was freaking awesome.
So why do you need a shark? If you've got these incredible margins and you're literally like doing all of this yourself, you've got, customers flooding to you, what do you need the money for?
I need the money because I'm like wiped out just doing everything. I need help, with production.
Or why wouldn't you just hire a few employees to help you with that?
Well, my husband is my unpaid intern. He does the package, but his attention to detail is like...
Is your husband only packaging your goods and shipping them out?
Yeah, so all he does is like fold it up in a little like envelope pouch.
And he can't even do that well.
What I'm saying is I get a lot of emails that's like, I ordered this, and I only got this. And I'm like,
Okay, fair
I know
enough.
that wasn't me.
Give the husband
I
a
know that
break.
wasn't me.
I mean,
Typical guy.
Well, all right, it could be a typical guy, or it could be a problem with the process, right? And that I mean, that's something I work on one-on-one with business owners all over the world, and you know, operations and figuring out the process, right? Where's the breakdown, and let's fix where that is so we can make a replicatable process. Now, what I do love is, since it's each one of these is one of a kind, like the ones that come, you know, making special pieces that you could sell for, you know, bid up $100, $150, $200. I mean, to me, it almost seems like she has the and we're gonna check out her website and social media and all. But it almost seems like she has the ability to get it going to a level where it's not $35. You know, $35 is the mass-produced one. It's the individual, like, one of a kinds that sell. They just straight up sell for $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 for a headband. And maybe you crank up the material quality. Or something to that effect to make it even more special. You know, you do something something special about it, right? You know, so I think there's a huge opportunity there. And then, you know, if she wanted to do something where she could, like, donate money, maybe you get like a celebrity involved and you get them to wear it, like, during one of their concerts or something, then you auction it off and, like, raise money that way. I mean, when your cost is $1.64, there's so many ways to make it even more valuable once people are already feeling like they want it now.
But Mika, something I'm trying to get my arms around here. You did $386,000 in sales. You're selling for about $35 each. That means you sold 10,000 of them. How do you make 10,000 of them?
I just don't sleep.
For real, though?
I'm serious. I'm not even joking. I do everything.
And where are you selling them?
On my website.
You're 100% direct to the consumer, only through your website. There's no wholesale.
No, I'm also catering to the same customers right now. You know, like the same 2,000 customers. My returning customer rate right now is 81%.
Are you
just keep
insane?
buying and buying.
That's like a world record.
Absolutely, I'm going to make you an offer. 150 for 20% of your business.
Whoa.
Your valuation just got crushed.
Better say yes.
Well, she could, but I'm guessing since we're in a
you have a really incredible product. You've obviously, you know, I can see the reason that you would need a partner to do this, because why are you crying?
I'm
Don't
like
cry.
overwhelmed. This is happy tears, though, for sure.
Oh,
Like,
good.
I'm swallowing.
Compose yourself. You're on the TV. You don't want, you know,
They're
none
gone.
of that.
They're gone.
You
It's
are
falling
really
down
cute.
my
Aw.
face.
Makeup is fine.
Mr. Wonderful, I'm borrowing your scarf.
All right,
That's
so
why the gosh.
oh god, like, all right, so I guess my question is, like, what is the 150,000 going to go towards? Like, she already has cash. She could hire other employees. But look, sometimes we get stuck inside working in the business rather than on the business, and that is absolutely where you are, Mika, right now. You know, the whole I'm not sleeping. Well, of course not. You're producing a whack ton of these headbands, which is phenomenal. But you're not able to actually work on the business to fix things like your husband getting the shipping wrong, or hiring and training people. So those are the types of things, like, I personally work on, you know, figuring out what the process is, and we get it documented, we get it tweaked, and we get it so that we can make it and get more people in on working in the business, so you can work on the business and continue to grow it. She has to counter. She's got to come down to at least 15%. I mean, I don't know if Emma will go for that, but because, I mean, it is the evaluation did get crushed, but we're, you know, she's not quite worth $1.5 million either at the moment.
I'm just, like, so happy that you're even considering offering something to me, because I need help. Like, I can't sustain this. I work, like, 18 to 20 hours a day, and I have kids that I want to see sometimes.
I get that.
A couple times.
She made 10,000 units last year. Like, that's impossible. And honestly, it's really not good for your marriage to have your husband as your intern folding things in your It's wrong. I mean, it's a recipe for divorce.
about that.
Yeah.
That's a disaster. And that's coming from someone who actually works with her husband.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think what you're doing is incredible. And I honestly believe that you are an actual artist. You can take what you're doing in here and apply it to so many different areas.
I painted this.
I thought I was going to ask you. I thought you
and
did
it's
the
a
t-shirt
Skims
too.
bodysuit.
No way! Look at you.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Good girl.
I love that. Look at that little collaboration you're thinking about already. Smart. I like it. So here's the thing. But I do think you're going to need an enormous amount of help. So I want you to think about this a little bit because, you know, you've heard everybody say it before. The value that comes with a shark, I really understand apparel. I really understand direct-to-consumer. Both of my businesses are completely rooted in the direct-to-consumer space. But there's this whole area of wholesale that you are completely missing that actually would be perfect. And I can really help you unlock that very, very easily. On the infrastructure part, there's a lot to do, right? Because we don't want you dying in your house and sending out packages anymore. That has to stop. So you can get back to being a mom. And I understand that because I have 2 children myself.
So I mean, one thing you could do, because you have 2,000 customers, you know, it's the whole supply and demand thing, right? Instead of just trying to cater to all, like, every single person that walks through the door, you know, maybe it's time to raise the price a little bit, you know, or like I said, do just limited runs of certain types and get that price up. So you don't need to sell 10,000 units. You need to sell, you know, 5,000, 6,000 units, and you're making the same or more money at that point. So there's always a different path to get to where you want to go, rather than just like, okay, we got to make more. I mean, you can, but unless you're going and getting yourself either hiring people or hiring a co-packer to make and mass produce these, you probably, you know, could look at that opportunity as well, looking at it from a different perspective.
150 for 20%. 10% you don't wake up in the morning thinking about. 20% of something is meaningful. And I can really help you.
So what do you want to do,
Yeah.
Mika?
I do want to counter.
Don't count it too hard. It's a good offer.
Okay. So this is season 13 of Shark Tank. 13 is my lucky number. Would you do the deal for 13%?
No. I think that there is, you know, there's a part of this that, you know, in your business, you've been in business for a couple of years now, and there's an element of naivety in terms of what it takes to really scale something, right? You're wearing a bodysuit that, you know, we sell hundreds of thousands of every month. You want to scale this business. You don't want to sell 10,000 units next year. You don't want to sell 20. You want to sell 50, 60,000 units. And that takes some doing, right? It's not just like you painting and seeing how much we can do. We're going to actually try to build a proper company. And so I'm going to actually stand firm. I'm going to say it's 150 for 20%.
Okay.
Yes!
That's awesome.
Look at that! I'm going to make 20 your new lucky number.
Oh my God.
That's so exciting! I love it!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you guys
Mika.
so much.
Thank you.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? That's awesome.
I got a deal with Emma. Oh my God. Like, what the heck just happened? I can't believe it. I'm sweating and crying. And I'm so happy. Happy dance, happy dance. Oh my God, yeah, it's happening.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Mika, I'd love to have you come here on the channel for an interview. I'd love to get to chat about your Shark Tank experience. Just drop a comment down below. We'll make that happen. So here we go. One headband, endless possibilities, featuring the patent pending adjustable multi-style headband. All right, let's go shop all. So this is, so they're actually $33, $34, $25. So it looks like it actually have gone in the other direction. I wonder if they've been able to figure out their mass production at all, or if it's really just just like 1-to-1. Like if I go third, okay. So I'm guessing that she's been able to get at least some kind of headbands are adjustable, incredibly soft. Please note that this product is custom made and not eligible for returns. So it'll look similar, but each one is still one of a kind, even at $34. But I could order as many as I want, which is still great to see. So let's go to her Facebook. So her Facebook link takes you to a group with 2,800 members in it. That is great to see. 39 new posts today alone, which is it's just awesome. That is absolutely something I think I see not enough of from businesses creating a private group to join in on. You got Instagram 44,889 with a lot of love coming her way and engagement. When you have people in a group, it helps everything. So looks like this video has got 42,000. Is this part of like how her process of painting? Oh wow, is she painting hundreds? Hand paint a few hoodies, great idea. Painting hundreds of hoodies, crazy idea. Yeah, that they're painted. They're not like just tie-dyed. That is or maybe some of them are tie-dyed. I guess some of them the headbands are tie-dyed, I would think, or are they hand painted? Like she said that I think the shirt was painted, but yeah, I'm not sure. So she's got YouTube, 316 subscribers over there, which is great to see. Anyway, yeah, Mika, love to have you come on the show. Just drop a comment down below. Like Michael here says, great intro. Really enjoyed this interview. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you watching and enjoying those interviews. It takes up a lot of time to do those interviews, to get them scheduled and all that. And then have to edit little bits and bits and pieces here and there. But I do enjoy them, and I'm so glad that you enjoy them as well. Anyway, I'll see you in one of these two videos right here. Take care and go be super.